Your business model itself has become the problem.
In their first appearance before Congress since Trump supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol, the chief executives of Facebook, Google, and Twitter were grilled Thursday on everything from their role in the riots.
I just want a yes or no answer, okay? Yes or no, do you bear some responsibility for what happened?
To proliferation of COVID-19 and vaccine misinformation, to concerns about the impact of social media on children, including asking questions about Facebook's plan to create a version of Instagram for kids.
You have broken my trust.
Lawmakers widely slam the platform's approach to false or dangerous content. The three companies have taken steps to curb misinformation, but research has shown it is still widely present on the platforms. Social media has been widely blamed for amplifying calls to violence and spreading misinformation that contributed to the January 6th attempt to violently overturn the election results. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg defended his company's policies and tried to shift blame to politicians for stirring anger and distrust.
We did our part to secure the integrity of the election. And then, on January 6th, President Trump gave a speech rejecting the results and calling on people to fight. I believe that the division we see today is primarily the result of a political and media environment that drives Americans apart.
When asked if their company's platforms played a part in violence on January 6th, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey was the only CEO to say the company did bear some responsibility.
Yes, but you also have to take into consideration a broader ecosystem.
Thursday's hearing comes as lawmakers are calling for Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act to be altered or even scrapped.
It's time for Congress and this committee to legislate and realign these companies' incentives.
The law shields online platforms from liability over user content. In written testimony released on Wednesday, Facebook argued that Section 230 should be redone to allow companies immunity from liability for what users put on their platforms if the companies follow best practices for removing damaging material. The hearing was virtual, but near the Capitol, an advocacy group erected cutouts of the three CEOs dressed as some of the January 6th rioters, whose images went viral in the days following the attack. One showed Zuckerberg as the QAnon shaman, a shirtless rioter wearing horns.